Hello everybody, welcome to my yoga room. Please remember these are all practice runs and we're doing the best that we can just to give you something to try at home if you'd like to. So when we commence our yoga classes, I usually have a saying, or I often open this little book and it's called Today I Am. And often I open it and it comes up all sorts of lovely sayings. Once it said, I'm a sparrow, and I thought, what's that mean? However, this one I particularly love. Today I am a lotus. And I feel it applies very much to what we're going through in these times. So today, let us be a lotus. I am celebrated for my pure white petals and my radiant beauty. People think I have a blessed and fortunate existence, floating on the surface of the water, having nothing to do with the gritty realities of life in the dirt. Perhaps they don't realise my feet are firmly rooted in the slimy mud. I am well and truly grounded in this earthly plane. What keeps me above it all? It's not the water. I don't rely on my surroundings to hold me up. What keeps me afloat is the practice of mind I receive from floating, breathing the clean, pure air of the universe, and the power I receive from the light of the sun. Judith Lassiter always finishes her classes with, let us grow like a lotus at home in the muddy water where we learn our lessons. Namaste. Welcome to our class this morning or this evening, wherever you're watching. But I'm going to do a little routine that we all love at our yoga classes. So we learn to do the soft breath of fire. And often we do this from the standing position. But I thought we'd do it from the sitting position because I use my little iPhone to do all of this. And I often can't get the picture quite right. So tonight, before we go into the little routine, let us remind ourselves of our soft breath of fire. Now, if you didn't want to do the soft breath of fire, you could easily just breathe slowly in and out. But let us have a little try if you'd like to do it. We take a slow, long breath in as preparation. And we breathe a long, slow breath out. We take another long, slow breath in. The breath is in and out of the nostrils in a little puffing technique. And then we begin puffing and making that diaphragm work and really just going along slowly and smoothly, keeping your face relaxed and your shoulders relaxed. Your whole body's relaxed and you're stimulating the flow of the diaphragm. I exaggerate a bit so you can see what's happening. Then we take a long, slow breath in and a slow breath out. So then, because we're doing this in the sitting position, you might like to use a bolster, or you might like to use your legs on a chair, or you may like to use your legs up the wall. So you decide what's right for you, and only do what's right for your body for today. Don't use any force. Draw yourself back into silence and let every breath bring you home to yourself. So I'll use the bolster, and we turn the bolster widthways, and we bend our knees, and we'll do a soft breath of fire. If you are able to stretch out into a forward bend, you could do so. I won't go all the way, or you'll think you have to. So let's take a long breath in, preparing the body, the mind and the soul. Breathe a long, slow breath out. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, go into what you'd like to do, or just keep the knees bent, and we puff the breath in and out through the nose, working the diaphragm and belly area like a steam train at the station, if you remember those. Take a breath in, a long breath out, curling yourself up, and rest there for a moment, just feeling all of the sensations in your body. Having stimulated the diaphragm, will work better with our breathing. So then adjust either your chair or your bolster or your legs up the wall, whatever is right for you. And clasp the bolster in and bring your elbows back. Draw in and let your spine curl like a crescent moon. Walk your heels right in, anchor them down, ease the knees away, and you'll feel your tailbone lift a little. Now it's important not to turn your head, and it is important to keep your spine curled. So with a nice relaxed breath, we curl back and we feel the shoulder blades and the back of the head rest. And you can stay like that if you'd like to. But if you'd like to go that little bit further, just breathe into the back of your body as a preparation. You might even feel your kidneys moving with the breath. And bring one knee at a time over your body. I couldn't get up there. And just breathe again into that lower back, that kidney area, the back of the ribs. And you can stay like that. Or you can just let the hands rest there and bring your feet up. Now you're not really taking weight on your hands, but you're coming into the pose of tranquility, where the throat is slightly compressed. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi breathing, you could go into that soft oceanic sound of your breath. When you breathe in, the prana fills your body. And when you breathe out, it washes away any dark spots or heaviness or negative thoughts. So remind yourself not to turn your head. Make sure your chin is not lifting. Draw it in. And if your legs get tired, simply bend the knees. If you'd like to come up into Viparit Karani Mudra with the legs above the hips, letting the legs sink down into the hip joints, hands can come out to the side in the heart gesture to open that meridian flow. index finger to base of thumb, thumb touches middle and ring finger, and let the weight of your body relax, and then let the tailbone relax over the back of the bolster. So this is almost a backward bend. So take your awareness again by swallowing or doing Khechari Mudra with the tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth, and begin long, slow, smooth breaths. Feeling your body expand like a helium balloon when you breathe in, and feel your body deflate when you breathe out, sinking and softening and surrendering. Now, if you wanted to stay there, you could. You perhaps could pause the video. Just visualize a clear blue sky around you. Blue is a healing colour that's often missing in our aura. And absorb that colour. When it's time for you to come down, bring your hands onto your knees, over the body, soles of the feet touch, knees widen, and you can either hold the knees or slide down towards your ankles. Let the feet come away and allow your neck to lengthen, and breathe down into Manipur Chakra, the centre of the chakras, the fire centre. And if you want to stay there, pause. If not, we bring the knees in. We lower one foot and then the other to the mat and let our bodies rest there. And as you breathe, what messages would your body have for you right now? And then if you've got a nice long spine, you can lift the hips and push the bolster out. If not, you can draw one leg over the body and draw it in and ease yourself up with the momentum of that leg. And you just rest there for a little moment. You never come up quickly. So then, if you'd like to continue, you turn your bolster lengthways. I like to have a little support for my head. So if you've got a cushion or a rolled up towel or blanket, and you snuggle the bolster in. You again curl yourself over. You take a breath in. Just like you did to come into the inverted pose, you roll yourself back in a nice straight line, and you check that your cushion is comfortable for your neck, and you rest your head on that cushion. And then just bring the hands out, index finger to base of thumb, thumb tip touches middle and ring finger, opening up the pathways, the meridians to the heart. Now you can let the soles of the feet come together and the knees widen, or you can stretch your legs straight out. Ease any tension in your lower back and just breathe there. If your mind is wandering, follow the breath like a little light from the navel to your throat and your throat to your navel, like a magic pathway. And you can stay there as long as you like by pausing the video, or you can lift your knees and curl gently over, bringing that cushion in as a support for your head and snuggling in and absorbing all of the benefits of that open heart position. And perhaps take a moment to count all of the blessings in your life. And then we come up, and if you'd like to sit on a cushion or a bolster, bring it in. And this is the way Judith Lassiter teaches us to sit. Up on a support so that the hips are lifted high, lower than the hips are lifted higher than the knees. And you can either stretch your legs out, padding of the buttocks back, or soles of feet together, or easy pose of sitting, Sukhasana, or you can come right in, let the knees come down and let your pelvis come into correct alignment. Lengthen up through the top of your head and bring your hands into the Chin Mudra. So I thought we might finish with Yoga Mudra by breathing in, opening up the front, the sides and the back of the rib cage, turning over your right leg, only going as far as is right. Draw the navel in and up and lengthen along that thigh, crossing the wrists behind you, supporting your head if you need to. May we be filled with loving kindness. Ease yourself up. Breathe in. Turn over the left leg. May we be peaceful and at ease in our life. Slide yourself up, being careful of your spine. And may we be happy. Ease yourself up. Bring your hands to the heart center. The mantra of peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And thank you for joining me today. Happy Easter.